Welcome back to Artificial Intelligence. Today we're diving deep into the most significant AI breakthrough of 2025, GPT-5. The tech world has been buzzing, and for good reason. OpenAI has officially pulled back the curtain on its latest and greatest creation, GPT-5. This isn't just another incremental update, it represents a fundamental shift in what we can expect from artificial intelligence. At its core, GPT-5 is a large language model, or LLM. But calling it just that feels like an understatement. It's designed to understand and generate human-like text, code, images, and audio with a level of nuance and accuracy that was science fiction just a couple of years ago. It's the next step in the evolution of AI, built to be more than just a tool. It's designed to be a collaborative partner. The big deal with GPT-5, and the reason it's dominating the conversation right now, is its focus on deep reasoning and autonomous capabilities. While previous models were impressive at answering questions and completing tasks you gave them directly, GPT-5 is engineered to tackle multi-step problems on its own. And if you're enjoying this deep dive, make sure you're subscribed for more. So many of you are probably using GPT-4o right now and thinking, it's already pretty great, how much better can it be? And that's a fair question. The leap from GPT-4o to GPT-5 isn't just about being slightly faster or more eloquent. The core difference lies in three key areas: reasoning, multimodality, and agentic capabilities. GPT-4o was incredibly fast and impressively multimodal, able to handle text, audio, and images in near real time. It felt like a conversation. GPT-5, however, takes that foundation and builds a powerful new layer of structured reasoning on top of it. It doesn't just find answers, it formulates strategies. Imagine asking it to plan a marketing campaign for a new product. GPT-4o might give you a solid template. GPT-5 will ask clarifying questions, research competitors, analyze your target audience, propose a budget, draft ad copy, and even suggest visual concepts. The multimodality has also been fundamentally re-engineered. With GPT-4o, the different modes, text, vision, audio, felt like features that worked very well together. In GPT-5, they are part of a single unified model from the ground up. For example, you could upload a video of a product assembly, and GPT-5 could generate a step-by-step instruction manual complete with diagrams it creates, identify potential safety hazards it sees, and even translate the instructions into multiple languages in a natural-sounding voice. With a model this powerful, OpenAI understands that one size doesn't fit all. So they've introduced a family of 4 distinct GPT-5 models, each tailored for different use cases and performance needs. This tiered approach makes the technology accessible whether you're a hobbyist or an enterprise. First up is GPT-5 Flash. Think of this as the successor to GPT 3.5 Turbo, but on a whole different level. It's optimized for speed and efficiency above all else. Flash is designed for high-volume, low-latency applications where a near-instant response is critical. This is perfect for conversational AI and customer service bots, real-time language translation, or simple content moderation tasks. Next in the hierarchy is GPT-5 Pro. This is the balanced workhorse model that most ChatGPT Plus users will interact with daily. It offers a significant upgrade over GPT-4o in reasoning, accuracy, and multimodal understanding, making it a powerful all-rounder. Pro is ideal for content creation, complex problem-solving, data analysis, and advanced programming assistance. For those who need the absolute best, there's GPT-5 Ultra. This is the flagship model, the pinnacle of what OpenAI has achieved. Ultra is designed for the most profound levels of reasoning, creativity, and multi-step task execution. Finally, there's GPT-5 Infinite. The name gives it away. This model is all about context. While other models have large context windows, Infinite processes massive datasets, entire code bases, legal archives, or medical research libraries. If you're finding this breakdown useful, a quick like helps a lot. So the big question on everyone's mind, how and when can you actually start using GPT-5? OpenAI is rolling it out in a phased approach, starting today, August 13th, 2025. For most people, the first taste of this new tech will come through the familiar ChatGPT interface. If you're a ChatGPT Plus or Team subscriber, you'll start seeing the option to select the GPT-5 Pro model in your drop-down menu beginning today. Free users will get access to the GPT-5 Flash model over the next month, which will be a huge upgrade. For developers and businesses, the primary gateway to GPT-5's power is through the API. As of today, developers with existing API accounts can apply for access to the new models. Getting started with the API is straightforward if you've used previous versions. In your code, you'll simply update the model name in your API call. For example, in Python, you would change model equals GPT-4o to model equals GPT-5 Pro. For those looking to integrate GPT-5 into their enterprise workflows, OpenAI is offering dedicated capacity and fine-tuning options for GPT-5 Pro and Infinite through their enterprise sales channel. One of the most exciting things about GPT-5 is how it empowers the creation of sophisticated AI agents, and you no longer need to be a top-tier coder to build one. Thanks to no-code platforms like BotPress, anyone can harness GPT-5's advanced reasoning to create a useful agent. Let's walk through a simple example. Building an agent that helps you find and summarize the latest tech news. The process is surprisingly intuitive and doesn't involve writing a single line of code. First, you'll start by signing up for a platform like BotPress and creating a new project. Inside the visual editor, you'll begin by defining the agent's goal. This is where GPT-5's natural language understanding shines. You don't need to script a rigid conversation flow, instead you give it a high-level instruction, something like, your job is to act as a tech news analyst. When a user asks for news on a topic, browse the web for the top 3 articles from reputable sources, read them, and provide a concise summary of each, along with the source link. Next, you'll use the platform's built-in tools, or cards, to give your agent capabilities. You'll drag and drop a user input card to capture the user's request, like, what's the latest on AI hardware? Then, you'll connect this to a GPT-5 task card. This is the core of your agent. Here, you'll configure it to use the GPT-5 Pro model and grant it the ability to browse the web. Once you've connected these few blocks, you can hit publish and interact with your new agent immediately through a chat window. And as always, if you want to stay up to date on this rollout, be sure you're subscribed. So, what makes GPT-5 so much smarter? The answer isn't just a bigger dataset. The real innovation is in how it was trained and the new architecture that governs its thinking process. The training process involved a more sophisticated version of reinforcement learning with human feedback, which they are now calling reinforcement learning with AI feedback, or RLAIF. The hardware powering this is, as you can imagine, absolutely massive. GPT-5 was trained on a next-generation supercomputer cluster, rumored to be one of the largest in the world, utilizing custom AI accelerators co-developed with Microsoft. One of the key breakthroughs is a mixture of experts, or MOE, architecture that is far more dynamic than previous versions. Instead of activating the entire massive network for every query, GPT-5 intelligently routes a query to the most relevant expert subnetworks, making it both more powerful and more efficient. When you ask GPT-5 a complex question, it often internally breaks the problem down into a logical chain of thought before producing the final answer. This structured reasoning process dramatically reduces hallucinations, those confident but incorrect answers. The result of all this is a model that processes information more like a human expert. This ability to reason, plan, and self-correct is what moves GPT-5 from a language model to a cognitive one. Alright, let's talk about the practical side of things. Cost, safety, and the big picture. OpenAI has structured the pricing for GPT-5 to align with the new model tiers. For API users, GPT-5 Flash is the cheapest and fastest, priced very competitively to encourage its use in high-volume applications. GPT-5 Pro is the mid-tier, costing about 20% more than GPT-4o per token, but offering a significant performance boost that justifies the price for most professional use cases. Now for some quick answers to the questions I know you're asking. Data privacy? OpenAI states that for API users, your data is not used to train their models, continuing the policy from GPT-4. For ChatGPT users, your conversation history can be used for training unless you opt out in the settings. Safety? GPT-5 has undergone the most extensive safety testing of any OpenAI model, with new guardrails to refuse harmful requests and enhanced techniques to reduce bias and hallucinations. Impact on jobs? GPT-5 will undoubtedly automate more complex tasks, especially in data analysis, content creation, and administrative work. However, it's also a powerful tool that will create new jobs and augment existing ones. If you're finding this technical breakdown interesting, make sure you're subscribed for more content like this. So wrapping it all up, why does GPT-5 matter? For developers, it's a more powerful and reliable foundation for building the next generation of applications. For businesses, it's a tool that can unlock unprecedented efficiency and strategic insight, automating complex workflows and analyzing data at a scale previously unimaginable. And for everyday users, it means more helpful, intuitive, and capable AI assistants that can genuinely make life easier. GPT-5 isn't just the next model, it's the start of a new chapter where AI transitions from a novelty to an indispensable part of our digital lives. It's an exciting time, and this is just the beginning. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more AI insights.